The reason why we built FAPSCO is to unite the Filipino online professionals industry, to also promote collaboration with each other, and of course we wanted to help produce skilled online professionals, specialists, and of course leaders.
We've created POPSCO with a vision to become an organization that supports all Filipino online professionals to be successful in their online careers and businesses, regardless of their affiliations.
I joined FAPSCO because as an online professional who's working at the comfort of my home, I needed other individuals.
Explore and acquire new skills when it comes to online professional industry.
Ang paglambo o kalampusan sa usa ka organisasyon nagadepende sa kalidad sa mga miyembro o mga lideres niini. Ang FAPSCO dili lang adunay maanindot kayo nga advokasya o misyon na matabangan kitang tanang mga online professionals na magkahiusa, mulambo o mutubo kita sa atong pagpanarbaho o pagnegosyo online.
FAPSCO for me is a digital opportunity for me to develop and share my skills.
I joined FAPSCO as one of the founding members because I knew FAPSCO is going to be backed by other veteran online professionals and freelancers, thereby having an experienced, solid, and passionate founding members that we have today.
I joined FAPSCO because the vision of the co-op aligns with my personal vision to provide much-needed support to online professionals nationwide.
I joined FAPSCO because the people that I've met have the same values, mission, and vision as mine, and that is to provide assistance, pre-training, and coaching to those who wants to jumpstart their career as a freelancer.
I joined the FAPSCO community because it promotes collaboration instead of competition.
I joined FAPSCO because this is a group with a helping hand.
I wanted to be part of an organization that would be a pioneer group of individuals who will be working to promote online freelance.
Okay, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's a big, big yes. And we really are growing together, getting bigger and better for this year, 2023. Now, hello, world. Hello, Pilipinas, Luzon, Visayas, at Mindanao. And I'm yours truly, Celeste, and I'll be your actually one of your moderators for tonight. And welcome to our another webinar topic, which is very interesting talaga, as in mainit-init pa to. Okay, by the way, before we pave in for our resource speaker tsaka webinar natin for tonight, this training is for our FOPSCO members, DICT graduates, and aspiring online freelancers who want to develop, upskill, reskill, and explore more about the online freelancing industry. This is in collaboration with FOPSCO Media and FOPSCO, or the Filipino Online Professional Service Cooperative. And with me tonight is the ever lovely, at saka eto, hot na hot pa rin na mama, none other than Miss Pam. Hello, Miss Pam.
Hi there, Miss Celeste. Hello, Miss
Mainit-init talaga.
Yes, and hello to our guest, Miss Hannah. Hello.
Oo. Pero Miss Pep, sabi ko nga kanina, yung topic natin for tonight is mainit-init. Kagaya na sing-init ang panahon natin, Miss Pep.
Yeah, sobrang init. I don't know who else feels disoriented. I feel disoriented because of this heat wave. Parang,
me too. Oo, grabe. For this past previous months natin, walang habas yung ulan. Then all of a sudden, this week, parang nag-umpisa ata to last week, pero hindi naman masyado, unlike this week talaga. We're in grabe, and we found out, ayan na. A lot of stories, mga news we're in, ang daming na victim, so to speak, dahil sa heat wave na tinatawag natin. Okay, para natin, Miss Pep, friendly reminders, mga hot weather safety tips sa mga FOPS lancers natin. Stay, number one, you stay hydrated. So every now and then, di ba, Miss Pep? Ano yung favorite drink?
Magdala kayo ng payong, of course, every time you go out, and it can be your bull cap or whatever to cover you. And yeah, water talaga. Yes. Yun talaga you have to bring water with you everywhere, anywhere, anytime.
Drink plenty of fluids. And speaking of fluids, hindi lahat ng fluids ini-encourage namin inumin. Unfortunately, eto yun, avoid dehydrating drinks or liquids. Ano ba yung mga dehydrating liquids na tinatawag natin? Sorry to tell you, sa lahat ng mga coffee lovers at tea lovers na nandyan, included yung mga dehydrating liquids, bawal ngayon. Alcohol,
Iced coffee is bawal?
Coffee,
talaga
tea, or any caffeinated soft drinks that can hurt more than help.
Oh my God.
Oo. At saka, yung natin, yung mga OOTDs natin, parang we need to reassess kung ano yung susuotin natin for that day. Wear protective clothing. Wear something lightweight, light-colored. Avoid mo na yung mga dark colors kasi ina-absorb yung init talaga pag dark colors. So wear something light-colored and light, especially yung lightweight na mga clothing, especially mga cotton. At saka loose-fitting. Kung may feeling yung bodycon or body hugger, ay iwasan niyo na muna yan. Oo. At saka, one thing also, Miss Pep, is for those workaholic FOPS lancers natin dyan, be mindful sa pacing ng everyday activities ninyo. Slow down and work at an even pace. Wag masyadong robo-robo, okay? And then know when to take your breaks, especially in water breaks. Especially sa you, Miss Pep, very workaholic ka.
Actually, pag may errand ako, I don't go out anymore. Pag nakatirik pa yung araw, I have to wait for like sundown. Then I go sa gabi. Kasi nakakapaso siya eh.
Yes.
Magkakamilaswa tayo.
Oo.
Maluluto tayo and you will melt like butter. So ako niintay ko talaga yung sunset. Tapos doon ko ginagawa yung mga errands ko kasi pwede naman eh, except for the bank. Diba? Kasi yung bank natin may oras, right? So,
and then, also when you go out, Miss Pep, what do you usually do when you go out?
Kasi ako talaga hindi ako mahilig ng mag-trike ng public transport. I walk. No, because my house is not very far from the mall. I walk, so I really have to wait for sunset. Then I do grocery, ganyan. I walk my dog. Pagka sunset na. Pero pag may araw, nasa bahay lang talaga ako.
And then for those mga FOPS lancers natin na wala talagang choice kundi lumabas kahit tarik yung araw, please do not forget to put on some sun protective lotion na mataas yung SPF
very important.
level.
Sunscreen.
Para ma-avoid yung sunburn. Tsaka yung melasma.
I actually have. So, kailangan talaga pang protection. Protection sa skin.
And also, hindi lahat nakakaalam nito, eat smaller meals. Bakit? It has something to do with our metabolism. Kailangan natin yung high fiber content na food, yung mga natural juice, yung mahilig sa karne dyan, medyo iwas-iwasan natin yun. Okay, high protein foods, medyo i-avoid na natin ng konti. Okay, so Miss Pep, meron ka pang idadagdag na friendly tips dyan sa mga FOPS lancers natin?
So naman sa mga hindi mahilig uminom ng tubig, ako binigay ko tong advice to sa friend ko. Kung gusto mo ng flavored water, you can always do that. Yung iba, yung tubig, pinapatakan ng konting Gatorade para may flavor. Whatever that is. It can be apple cider also kung talagang sobrang pa-healthy ka. Or may mint leaves, lemon, para may lasa lang yung tubig. Kasi ako hindi mahilig uminom ng water, but we know that we need it, especially now na meron tayong heat wave. So, lagyan nyo na flavor yung mga tubig ninyo, that's okay. Para marami kang mainom. Ganon. Ako lang ba yun? Hindi ako mahilig masyadong uminom ng tubig.
Actually, sa akin din, paminsan-minsan dati, I usually put some fruits sa water.
I think they call it sassy water. Ang sarap. Para lang maganahan ka. No, may lasa yung tubig mo. And
then, sometimes kung iinom ka, dalakain na frutas.
You tend to drink more pag flavored siya. Kasi they sell that in the grocery actually. May mga flavored water tayo. Tubig talaga itsura pero iba lasa. May dalandan, may ganyan, may strawberry. You can actually make your own.
And then, pa-shoutout din sa water company na flavored water dyan.
Baka naman.
Okay, so before we start our webinar series tonight, Ms. Pep, ano ba yung kailangan natin i-observe?
Okay, a friendly reminder. Okay, habang ngayon, we actually have only like 6 viewers now. And if we grow, kailangan natin ilagay in silent mode yung cellphones natin para lang, just like what I did with my phone, sinilent ko siya dito on my side. And maybe you can just mute for your unnecessary noise para hindi natin ma-distract yung speaker natin. And of course, we want your participation, whoever you are. If you're watching now, we want your active participation because we will have the Q&A portion towards the end. We will give you time to ask questions, and you can also type in your location where you are. And para lang we can acknowledge you. We will know where you're from. That's it.
Okay, so I guess we're all set for tonight's webinar topic. And before we pave in, let me introduce you our resource speaker for tonight. She is actually a graduate from the University of the East, earning a Cum Laude diploma with a degree in Bachelor of Science in Accounting. She is a certified public accountant who has worked in the public, private, and academic sectors of the accounting industry. She also holds a master's degree in business administration from the Philippine Christian University. Ms. Pep, Grabe, parang kinaay niya lang yung yung numero. And she has been helping internet professionals like us handle their BIR responsibilities. Nako, hindi lang yata to responsibilities yung word, dapat obligations. Particularly their tax obligations as independent contractors. Ang resource speaker po din natin would gladly assist us personally, or if not, would be readily connect you to a professional in the field of everything from your BIR registration, kung may problema ka, yung resolution of outstanding cases, to even kung ayaw mo naman negosyo or you want to close yung COR mo to registration closure, ika nga. So for tonight, mga Pops Lancers natin daan. Let's join Miss Hannah Jean as she shares with us her knowledge and skills about how to compute your basic income tax as self-employed. Hello, Miss Hannah. Good evening.
Hi there, Miss Hannah.
Hello, good evening.
Hello,
Beautiful
Miss
ladies. Good
Welcome.
evening.
We are 3 beautiful ladies and 1 gentleman here in the room.
Yes.
Okay. Uy, Miss Hannah, thank you for pinaunlakan niyo kami ngayong gabi. As in, kasi, Haggard over Souls, yung brain cells namin when it comes to BIR tutorials. Pero kailangan talaga for the mere fact to make our business, our profession a legitimate one, diba? And also, by the way, Miss Hannah, asan yung location natin ngayon?
Hello, I'm currently here at Manila. But I live in Infanta, Quezon. So, Miss 𝙬𝙤𝙀𝙀, so actually she's my tita Mian, tawag ko sa kanya. So, siya nag-refer sa akin dito. Ayan.
Eto, tita.
Si Miss 𝙬𝙤𝙀 Fortunado.
Hello, Miss 𝙬𝙤𝙀. Good evening. Baka
Ayan.
naman.
So, I'm
flavored water.
Flavored water, parang iba yun.
Oo. Yes, Miss Hannah. Actually, yung natin, our topic for this month talaga is more on actually bookkeeping at saka accounting. And related to that, hindi talaga maiiwasan na mapag-usapan yung taxation, yung responsibilities and obligations natin as citizens of this country, particularly yung sa BIR, especially pag self-employed tayo. Diyan nakakaligtaan. Di ba, Miss Pep?
Oo, natin sila. Whether you continued or you did not continue, they need to be updated. Yun yung mga takeaway ko last time. So this is like the continuation. Very valuable information. Yeah.
Oo. ITR naman tayo ngayon, income tax return. Ano ba ang yaan? At bakit tayo naka-classify as self-employed sa BIR na category? Miss Hannah, please enlighten us. The virtual floor is yours.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Pep and Miss Celeste. Ayan. So let me share my screen. So let me start na. Ayan. So allow me to share my screen.
Okay.
Ayan. So,
ayan, okay na. So can't wait to learn new things ngayong gabi from Miss Hannah with regards to income tax return. Paano ba tayo magpa-file ng ITRs natin? Kailan? Yung mga mga things to consider talaga, nitty-bitsy na mga details like when is the registration, kailan yung deadline. Miss Pep, kung papalya tayo sa pag-file ng ITR, magkano yung penalty?
Oh my gosh, meron ba? Hindi pala. My gosh.
We will learn those things with Miss Hannah.
Yeah.
Diba, Miss Hannah?
Okay.
Nakamute ka po. Okay. Ito yung
ayan, so let me
frequently discussed, asked questions. What is ITR?
Yes. Ayan. So let me start na po. So Miss Pep and Miss Celeste mentioned na they are having challenges. So papadaliin natin yan tonight. Ayan. 'Di ba? So our topic for today is how to compute your basic income tax as self-employed. And so wag kayong matakot. So wag tayong matakot as freelancers and as self-employed. So papadaliin natin yan tonight. Ayan. So also, I'm Miss Jean Rivera, so I'm a certified public accountant as mentioned by Miss Pep and Miss Celeste. Ayan. And also,
Hello, Miss Hannah. Oh, by the way, naka-mute po kayo.
I'm so sorry, I'm having technician difficulty, Char.
Okay
Ayan, so
lang
ganyan po
po.
talaga pag live.
Yeah.
So by the way, thank you so much po sa aking accountability body. So she helped me na i-prepare tong slides na to. Ayan. So just to give small things about me, information. So I'm a certified public accountant and I have master's degree in business administration. And I was an auditor for 3 years at PNA Grant Thornton. If you're familiar with Punong Bayan and Arroyo. So they're in Makati. Ayan. And I was also a professor at Northern Quezon College. Well, Philippines, it is our responsibility. So akala natin ang may responsibility lang is yung ating mga bookkeepers, accountants, diba? So it is our responsibility to compute and pay for our income taxes. Okay, so this presentation, so this will guide us how to compute our basic income tax. So nang mas madali, diba? Are self-employed first. Diba? So let's determine first. So sino ba yung mga self-employed? So they are sole proprietor or an independent contractor who reports income earned from self-employment. So we are one of them. And the second category of self-employed includes those hired under contract of service or job order. And professionals whose income is derived purely from the practice of profession. So just like us, CPAs, and not under employer or employee relationship. If you are CPA employed, so you're not included in self-employed, you will be classified as employee. And it also includes, but not limited, of course, doctors, lawyers, engineers, architects, CPAs, diba? And professional entertainers, artists, professional athletes, o diba? Pati mga professional athletes, directors, producers, of course, insurance agents, insurance adjusters, and management consultants. So if you're a management consultant, you belong here at self-employed category. And of course, the bookkeeping agents or the bookkeepers. And of course, us, so who are most na out of our audience, online professionals and freelancers. Yan. So how to compute? So of course, we have first.
Hello, Miss Hannah. We can't hear your lovely voice po. Tama naman. Parang minute ka talaga sa parte ng computation.
Ayan. But parang may parang may pagsabotahe dun sa bandang computation na Miss Celeste.
Oo nga. Ewan ko talaga.
Ayan. Ayan. So how to compute our basic income tax? Of course, so basic net income. So this includes, of course, yung gross income natin, all the money, your dividends if you're investing in stocks, and of course, the capital gains. Yan.
Miss Hannah, question ko lang. Going back yun sa sinasabi mong gross income, and you mentioned, na-curious ako bigla, yung capital gains at saka yung dividends, inabawasan pala yun ng taxes?
Yes, so tinataksan din siya yung capital gains tax. So that's almost 6% yung sa capital gains tax. And then dun sa dividends, meron din. So depending on the range. Ayan. So here's the ouch daw. Ayan, so invest. At least, 'di ba? So malaki naman yung income sa capital gains. Kaya daw malaki din yung tax. Ayan. So there we have gross receipts and gross sales, of course. So difference between the two. So yung gross receipts mostly galing siya sa so total amount siya na organization received from all sources during the annual accounting period without subtracting any cost or expense. So kapag ka nalesa na natin siya ng cost or expenses, we will call already net receipts, or net sales. So gross sales, it is the total sales transactions net of VAT naman, if applicable, reported during the period without any other deduction. However, gross sales subject to 8% income tax rate option shall be net of the following deductions. So your sales returns and allowances for which a proper credit or refund was made and discounts determined and granted at the time of sale. So main difference of the two, so if you are offering services, you will have gross receipts, and if you are offering goods, you will have gross sales. Yeah. So let's go to the sources of gross income, gross business.
Miss Hannah, eto talaga.
We have... I'm so sorry. I'm having a hard time here.
Okay lang po. Basta po
pag nag-share po ako, nawawala po yung yung sounds ko. Why is that?
It has something, I guess it has something to do with internet connectivity. And sa technical side equipment. But anyways, ito talaga, hindi maiiwasan. Basta usapang taxation talaga. Parang sabotage nagaganap. Anyways, please do continue, Ms. Hannah.
Ayan. So, we have sources of gross business income. So, let me help you. Ano ba yung mga gross business income na pwede nating isama doon sa computation? So, of course, it's the income when you are rendering your services, merchandising or trading of goods if you are offering buy and sell, manufacturing of goods if you are manufacturing, let's say, clothes, or ikaw mismo gumagawa ng clothes, ganun. And of course, practice of profession, so like lawyers, CPAs, engineers, and of course, rent or lease of property. Siguro sasabihin nyo, pati pala yun, meron din. Ayan, so rent or lease of property. So you are considered, it is considered gross business income too. Ayan. So let's go to the income taxation option. So, ayan, nakikita ba yung screen ko?
Yes po. Sources of gross business income. Klarong-klaro sa atin to, Miss Pet. Ako nagpapaupa. So, magkano yung itatak sa akin annually? So, isang question natin yan later, Miss Pet. Okay. Please do continue, Miss Hannah. Ewan talaga. Basta, ito
na part. Options? Ayan. Okay po, naririnig ako. Ayan. So, income taxation option. So, we have graduated income tax and preferential income tax. So, we'll differentiate these two later. Ayan. So, kung alin ba yung mas okay na i-apply ng mga freelancers and online professionals, di ba? Ayan, alin ba yung mas convenient? Alin ba yung mas makakamura sila? Siyempre, gusto din natin yon. Ayan. So, alin ba yung mas makakales sila sa tax? Ayan. So, let's have, first, the frequently asked questions about frequently asked questions about income tax options. Ayan. So, how to avail the 8% preferential income tax. So, of course, since we have two options, hindi pwedeng parehas sila gagamitin natin, ha? Mamimili lang tayo ng isa doon sa dalawang yung kaninang binanggit natin. So, the taxpayer should signify their intent of the election in the first quarter of the income tax return if the practice of profession or rendering services just commenced. Diba? So, kailangan first quarter pa lang na-identify na natin kung alin yung gagamitin natin, whether the graduated income tax or the 8% preferential income tax. So, it shall be in the initial quarter. So, take note that the option is irrevocable. So, hindi na mababago. Next, next tax season ka na. Next tax period or next year ka na ulit pwedeng magbago. For example, you avail the 8% already. So, for the whole year, it should be 8% preferential income tax. Hindi pwedeng, mas applicable na this quarter yung graduated income tax kasi mas less na ako dun sa tax na yun. Diba? So, hindi siya pwede. Next year na ulit. So, this is irrevocable and no amendment option shall be made within the taxable year. Pero don't worry, next year, pwede ka naman na ulit na magbago ng option. Ayan. And another frequently asked question, so what if I did not signify any intent? So of course you will be considered as a default graduated income tax user. Ayan. So kapag ka hindi mo signify yung intent mo na 8% yung gagamitin mo, so you will be subject to graduated income tax. Diba? So if that's the case, your tax shall be computed under graduated income tax, and of course, you are also liable to pay 3% percentage tax. Because on 8%, hindi ka na liable on percentage tax. Diba? Ayan, medyo nagkakaklud na kung alin ang mas maganda. Diba? So mamaya, mas makikita pa natin kung alin yung mas applicable or mas magugustuhan mo as freelancer or as online professional. Ayan. So another FAQ, so who cannot avail the 8% option? So of course, you cannot avail, syempre meron din tayong limitations. So hindi pwedeng lahat 8% na lang yung pipiliin. Ayan. So of course, you are not allowed if you are VAT taxpayers, meaning your income exceeded the 3 million in a year, in a taxable year, and if you are subject to other percentage taxpayers under the title number 5 of tax code as amended. So I think that's section 117 to 127 if I'm not mistaken. So you may search it from Google na lang, diba? So we'll not go through detail for that. Ayan. So let me move to the next slide. So alam niyo na mangyayari. Ayan. Your deduction. So of course, your deductions applicable depends on which income taxation options as self-employed you will elect to use. So, depende kung graduated income tax yung gagamitin mo or yung 8% na preferential income tax. So, if you will use the graduated income tax, of course, you will have your allowable itemized deductions, diba? And if you will use so as is kapag ka-graduated income tax. And if you will use the 8%, so default na siya, 250,000. Lahat-lahat na yon deductions. Diba? So yun yung sa 8%. Napakadali, hindi mo na kailangang i-compute pa yung mga nagastos mo. Ayan, so nagkakakalo na naman. Parang sabi ni Miss Celeste, parang si Miss Hannah medyo may bias na ngayon. Ngayon pa lang pumipili na kung alin ang gusto niya na nagamitin na income tax, diba? So, na income taxation options. So, first, let's have deduction. So, i-identify natin alin ba yung allowed na deduction for the graduated income tax. So, of course, your rent expense. So, most of freelancers are having this. So, rent expense, especially yung mga nag-o-office. So, yung mga merong offices, merong physical existence yung kanilang business, diba? So, rent expense. So, you have salaries and wages. Of course, if you hired staff, So kung nag-hire ka, hindi mo na kaya mag-isa, so nag-hire ka ng staff, so you will there have salaries and wages expense. Ayan. So of course, utilities, hindi naman mabubuhay ang freelancer nang hindi maliligo, 'di ba? So we have to have electricity, of course, and the water expenses. So those are utilities. And of course, internet. So hindi pwede. Kagaya ngayon, 'di ba? So magkakalayo tayo pero we are having this training because of our internet expense. Ayan. So, and of course, other necessary expenses paid or incurred during the period. So, they are allowed as deduction from your gross income. So, alin naman yung mga hindi allowed? Diba? Siyempre, kung may allowed, meron din tayong mga hindi allowed. Di naman pwedeng, ay, ide-deduct ko to sa gross income ko para lumiit yung income tax ko. Diba? Hindi naman siya pwede. And of course, not allowed bribes. So, alangan namang i-report mo pa na sinulsulan ka. Diba? So, kumbaga, merong bribes na ibinigay sa'yo, kickbacks, and other similar payments. So, wag na wag po natin gagawin yan. Ayan. And of course, your personal and living or family expenses. So, it should be separated from your business expenses. Diba? So, syempre, ibang usapan na yon yung personal and the family expenses. So, hindi po siya kasama sa as deductions from your gross income. Yan. And of course, hindi din allowed kung ano man yung mga expenses contrary to the law, morals, public policy, or public order, of course. Diba? Ayan. So, next. Alam niyo na, mawawala ulit ang sounds ko. Wait lang. Illustrative problem. So baka may sabotage na naman dito ng sounds kasi illustrative problem. illustrative problem na. Ayan. So, yes, Miss Celeste?
Maganda to, Miss Ana, kasi may case study tayo. So may problema tayong dapat i-resolve. Parang ako rin, di ba, Miss Steph? Problema natin, ano ba dapat gawin? Magkano yung computation? Kasi minsan hindi natin alam. Basta sasabihin ng accountant bookkeeper natin, oh, eto lang yung babayaran mo. Okay.
Yes, we have to know. Yes, we have to know din. Ayan, tama yan, Miss Celeste. So, eto na. So, illustrative problem natin. Ayan. So, allow me to read the problem first. So, Miss Taylor, a non-VAT taxpayer, so operates a convenience store while she offers bookkeeping services to her clients. And in 2022, her gross sales amounted to 800,000. In addition to her receipts from bookkeeping services of 300,000. And so yung kinita niya dun sa convenience store niya is 800,000 and sa bookkeeping services is 300,000. Wow.
Ang lakas kumita.
Ayan. Lakas kumita. Sana all, di ba? Ayan. So, she incurred cost of sales and services of 600,000. So, syempre, meron din naman siyang ginastos. Pero magkasama na yon yung 600,000. Gastos niya dun sa convenience store niya, puhunan niya din siguro. And yung mga ginastos niya for her bookkeeping services. And of course, yung mga operating expenses din niya, so meron din siya na 200,000 operating expenses. So let's compute. Ready na ba kayo?
Ready na. By the way, yung operating expenses na sinasabi dito, will that include yung yung salaries and wages, utility bills, etc., etc.?
Yes, ganun.
Okay.
Yes, so yung minention natin kanina yung mga salaries and wages, ayan, ang attentive ni Miss Celeste, 'di ba? Ayan.
Baka magpapa-quiz ka sa akin.
Baka magpapa-quiz. Ayan, so actually may quiz talaga mamaya dun sa last slide. Ayan, so yun nga, yung salaries and wages, yes, you are correct. Yung salaries and wages, yung mga utilities, so part siya ng operating expenses. Ayan. So here's our case 1. So ang case 1 natin, so we have here 2 cases. So she already signified her intention to be taxed at 8% preferential income tax rate in her first quarter return. So nakapili na pala siya. Ang pinili niya is yung 8% na fixed na preferential income over doon sa graduated income tax rate. So here's the computation. So here's how we compute. So of course, sabi kanina, gross sales convenience store daw natin. So we have income of 800,000 and gross receipts from bookkeeping services 300,000. So we total that and we got total business income or income of 1,100,000. Milyonarya pala tong si Taylor.
How to
Ayan,
be you
si Miss Taylor.
How to be you
Ayan.
Miss Taylor.
Ayan. And of course, as I have mentioned earlier, so yung deductions natin na allowed for 8% na preferential income is fixed 250,000. So you don't have to go into detail na ano kaya yung mga ginastos ko, yung mga internet ko, yung mga salaries and wages na pinasweldo ko sa staff ko. So in total na yon 250,000. Yun nga lang, limited siya into 250,000. So medyo hindi lang siguro siya pabor sa mga freelancers or sa atin kapag nag-exceed ng 250,000 yung ano natin, yung expenses natin. But if your expenses is 250,000 or below, so you may use this option. Ayan. So of course, your net taxable income. So we got this from total gross sales less the deduction only. So 1,100,000 less the 250,000 fixed. So we got 850,000 taxable income. And there, you will just multiply 8% because it's fixed, 8%. So we got income tax due of 68,000. So it's that easy. Diba? So, kinakatakutan natin yun lang pala yun. Diba, Miss Celeste? Oh, dali-dali, diba?
Pero ano
madali.
Madali.
Pero masakit.
Pero masakit. Pero, question may sana, yung 68,000 na income tax due ni Miss Taylor, ano lang to, for first quarter, isang bayaran lang to? O di ba may ano tayo?
No. Ano siya, isang taon na niya ito. So, buong taxable year na niya to.
Okay.
Ayan. So, yung ano lang, yung intention lang niya na to use the 8%. So, dineclare niya on her first quarter return. But this figure, so sorry, hindi ko pala din na-mention kanina, this figures is for the whole 2022 na. So, 1 year na niya yun na income. And so yung 68,000 is income tax due na niya for the whole year. So if she paid, for example, nagbayad na siya nung April ng 20,000, so syempre ililess na siya doon sa 68,000. So we'll just, yes, ayan. So iki-credit siya dito sa 20. Yes. Ayan. Oo, diminish. Iba.
May natutunan sa
may
previous
natutunan.
na ano. Di ba, Miss Pep?
Congratulations.
Yung deduction na 250, ano yon, talagang nakalimit lang siya dun sa amount na yun. Paano pag nag-exceed?
Yes.
Paano pag nag-exceed?
Ayun. So, dito sa ano natin, sa case natin, Miss Pep, is, ang pinili niya is yung 8% preferential income tax. So, pag sa 8% preferential income tax, fixed na yung 250,000. If nag-exceed siya, baliwala na yung, for example, your expenses amounted to 300,000. So, in this case, in this option, tapon na yung 50,000 mo. So, kumbaga, hanggang 250 lang 250,000 lang talaga. If in this case pero dun sa isa, yung graduated income tax, maliles talaga siya ng buo kung magkano yung expenses mo.
Ano nga yung difference?
And ayan,
ito, preferential income tax rate yung 8%, but I heard like a 3% kanina. Ano ba yun?
Yung 3%, sa iba pa po yun, ano yun, percentage income tax naman, percentage tax naman siya. So, iba pa yun, business tax naman na usapan siya. Pero when it comes to income tax, ito lang yun, yung 8% lang. Ayan. So, you opt to use this, yung 8% na preferential income tax, no need to pay for your 3%. So, yun yung difference niya dun sa graduated income tax. Because if you will opt to use the graduated income tax, you still have to pay for the 3%.
With 8%, ano siya, inclusive na siya? Yung 3%.
Inclusive na siya. Yes. Ayan. And of course, ayan. So, in our case too, so we will use naman the graduated income tax na option. Ayan. So, allow me to move to the next
So, ideally, yung 8%
Case na,
8% na preferential income tax rate is kung ano, kung medyo less than or equal to 250,000 yung deductibles. Recommended nyo yun,
it's good.
Miss Hannah.
Yes, it's
Oo.
good. Yes,
But
yes.
if beyond 250,000, you would recommend yung graduated.
Yes.
Okay. May natutunan na naman tayo, Miss Ted. Pang-quiz natin.
Ayan. Pang-quiz. Diba? Ayan. So, in this case naman, so case 2 natin. So, our case 2 is she failed to signify her intention to avail the 8% income tax rate in her first quarter income tax return. So, hindi niya nasabi sa BIR in this case na ang BIR ang gusto ko is yung 8%. Hindi niya nasabi, nakaligtaan niya. In short, or talaga pwedeng intention niya talaga na hindi siya mag-signify kasi mas gusto niya talaga yung graduated income tax. So in this case, kapag hindi nag-signify si taxpayer, automatically you will be subject to graduated income tax. Ito yung computation niya. So your gross sales, convenience store, so same. So you have 800,000 in gross sales, and you have gross receipts from bookkeeping 300,000. Total gross sales or receipts still 1,100,000. So we have same case as case 1, but here you will less your cost of sales and services na 600,000. Kanina, hindi na natin pinakialaman yung 600,000. Automatically, dumiretso na tayo doon sa 8%. And after deducting your cost of sales and services, 600,000, you have your gross income of 500,000. And you will less your operating expenses. So just like Ms. Celesta mentioned, yung mga utilities kanina, yung mga salaries, ayan yun. So 200,000. So in short, so we have a net taxable income of 300,000. Ayan. So in here, in graduated income tax, you will have your tax table under train law. So I'll show you it later. Pero in this case, since 300,000 siya, pumasok siya dun sa range na 250,000 to 400,000. So ang tax niya na respectively dyan is yung 15% in excess of 250,000. So 300,000. So in excess of 250,000 is 50,000. So yung 50,000, yun lang yung multiply natin doon sa 15,000. So you will get 7,500. And that's already your income tax due.
For the whole year.
Way, way lower. Yes, for the
whole year.
Way. Yes, way lower than your 8% preferential income tax. However, in this case, you'll still have to pay the 3%. So that's the difference. So 3% of your 1,100,000, so that is 33,000. So yes, so you still have 7,500. Mas mababa pa rin. Yes,
compared
tama.
sa isa. Because kanina, 60,000 plus. Hindi. Attentive.
Yes. Ayan. So,
may nanonood sa atin, Miss Hannah. Hello po, Sir Dennis Pablo, Sir Marcus Mana.
Hello.
Pagpapile na po tayo.
Ayan. So, of course, so it is way lower than the 8%. So 7,500 added to your percentage income tax of 3% is still 40,500. So still lower than 68,000 sa case 1 natin, which is 8% preferential income. Diba? Ayan. So here's the income tax table. So let me share. So yan yung tinutukoy ko na income tax table under train law. So it is searchable naman sa Google. You can search it from Google. So if your income is below 250,000, you have no tax. You will have nothing to pay, diba, na tax. And of course, if above 250,000 but umabot lang siya ng 400,000, the only excess over 250,000, 15% of it will be taxable. And if above 400,000 to 800,000, so 20% in excess of the over 400,000 plus 22,500. So kung makikita mo per range, pataas ng pataas yung natin, yung percentage natin. And of course, yung tax due natin is pataas din ng pataas, 'di ba? So ayan siya. So kung saan mo nakikita na nandun yung income mo for the year, so doon ka mag-check kung anong tax rate yung gagamitin mo. So depende siya kung kung saan pumasok na range yung income mo. And so you can search it from Google. So nandun naman siya. And of course, check natin kung ano yung tax rates na applicable. So kasi ito, year 2023 onwards na. Baka kasi yung ma-search pa natin is yung year 2021 to 2022 or way back pa. Kasi nagbabago yung mga tax rates natin. Ayan. So that's it, but let me share with you so ano ba talaga yung summary nung pinag-usapan natin ngayon. So kanina pa tayo nalilito, alin kaya pipiliin ko, graduated income tax or 8% preferential income tax? Tama ba, Miss Celine?
Oo, nawindang ako. Saan nga ba? Kasi dito yung income tax ni yung gross sales ni Miss Pep, umabot ang above 8 million. May nakita kong 2.2 million plus 35% in excess of 8 million. My gosh, Miss Pep.
Looks like the next illustration was better. Kasi nga, para pag kinumpara mo, mas nakatipid para sa isa. Dalawa yan, di ba? Yung 8%, tapos yung isa parang 8% plus 3%, right? Kasi pag pin-refer mo yung 8%, inclusive na sa 3%, yung isa naman, tsaka yung medyo hindi pa natin makakabisado ngayon yan. We have to no, para
kasi yung si 8% plus 3% misted, dinidak doon yung mga operational expenses, mga expenses ng business natin. Doon sa isang 8% wala pa. Di ba?
Walang deduction.
Walang deductions. Ayan na. So, for more comparison, di ba, kung para makapili na si Miss Pep at si Miss Celeste, alin bang gagamitin nila? Ayan. So, we have here comparison, graduated income tax versus the 8% preferential tax. So in terms of applicability, so they are for graduated income tax, they are in general all individual taxpayer can avail this. So graduated income tax, yung 8% if you opt to. So hindi siya automatic. If you are taxpayer and you signify, so na-mention natin siya kanina, if you opt to use the 8% tax, so you can apply for this. Okay, so tax-based naman. So, ang difference nila, ayan, so yun yung binabanggit kanina ni Miss Celeste and ni Miss Pep. So, tax-based mo, alin yung itatax? Sa graduated income tax is the net taxable income na. After deducting your cost of sales, your operating expenses. So, yun lang yung subject to income tax. However, doon sa 8% tax, gross sales. So, ibig sabihin mas malaki. Diba? So, gross sales and other non-operating income. So, magsasama mo pa yung non-operating income mo. So, you're allowed deduction. So, doon sa graduated income tax, so, basta yung allowed and necessary expenses and itemized. So, ayan. So, yan yung mga deductible doon sa ating graduated income tax. Everything is deducted as long as it is not contrary to moral, to law, di ba? So, public policy. So, na-mention natin siya kanina. As long as it is legal and necessary to your business. Ayan. And in 8% tax naman, 250. Ceiling na yon. So, sagad na yon, 250,000. Yun yung sinasabi kanina na what if more than 250,000 yung deductions natin. Diba? So, tapon na yon. So, ceiling na yung 250,000. Max na siya. Ayan. When it comes to business tax, siguro ito yung isa sa advantage naman ni 8% tax. So, sa graduated income tax, you will still be subject to percentage tax, that is 3% or VAT. So, pag VAT, 12% naman. Ayan. So, yun lang yung siguro medyo lamang ni 8% preferential tax over graduated income tax. In 8% preferential tax, you will be exempted na. So wala na, fixed na yun, 8%. Ayan. And of course, if you whether you are required or not to file or to provide financial statement. So in graduated income tax, if your gross income exceeds is less than 3 million, so you are required to file financial statement attached to your income tax return. But if your gross income is more than or equal to 3 million, so you must provide audited financial statements. So audited by accredited CPA. So BIR accredited dapat sila. So magpapasign tayo sa kanila. Ayan. So however, in 8% tax, so no financial statement required, 'di ba? So siguro yun yung dalawang edge ni 8% preferential tax. And so as you can see, so the taxpayer availing of the 8% tax gets to enjoy a simplified taxation. Why? So he or she does not need to pay separate income tax of the percentage tax or the business tax or VAT, 'di ba? So fixed na siya yung 8%. 'Di ba? So covered na niya yung percentage tax at saka VAT nung 8% preferential tax. So of course, the taxpayer also does not need to account for various expenses. Kasi as you can see, ang tax base natin dyan is the gross sales receipts and automatic may deduction na siya na 250,000. So you don't need to monitor your expenses, yung mag-iipon ka ng mga resibo, ng mga sales invoices, 'di ba? So for various expenses for your computation of your tax. So it's that simple. So otherwise, kung graduated income tax yung napili natin, of course, make sure to keep a record of your tax computation and of course your supporting documents para doon sa iyong income and of course your expenses. Ayan. So, nakapili na ba?
So, how about you personally? Which one you chose? Did you choose that graduated or preferential?
Ayan, so that would be all, 'di ba? So, I hope nakapili na si Miss Pep and Miss Celeste ng preferred income tax.
Pinag-iisipan ko pa rin, Miss Hannah. I still have to compute, di ba? Nasa first quarter pa naman tayo. Okay. So, pero ano naman, sa lahat ng mga nanonood sa atin, especially ng DJPH, Cavite, GVA ng 2022 na nanonood na sa atin na going 6 figures ata yung income nito, Miss Pep, o di ba? Namely, si Namrish. O tsaka si congratulations kay Jennifer, di ba? Jennifer Kawa tsaka Jennifer Poras. Jesseline, uy, paramdam kayo, baka naman. Magparamdam na kayo as early as now kay BIR para iwas sa penalty. Okay. So, do you have any questions? Miss Pep, may question ka pa ba?
So I was asking her earlier, hindi naman ako na-commute, no? I was asking si Miss Hannah, which one did you choose? Did you choose the graduated one or the preferential?
Of course, so depende siguro sa mga errands natin, 'di ba? So if you are a very busy person, so I would recommend the 8% for you para hindi ka na masyadong ma-hassle sa pagkikip mo ng mga receipts. Of course, minsan nawawala na natin yung resibo, 'di ba, ng mga expenses, ng mga minsan hahanapin mo pa, hala, saan na yung yung resibo ko nung Grab ko last month, 'di ba? So minsan pagka hindi siya soft copy, so naitapon na natin siya, naisama na sa mga labada. Wow, labada talaga. Ayan. So ewan ko kung nakaka-relate yung iba. Ayan. So of course, if you having hard time for monitoring your expenses, so you may opt to choose the 8%. Yes, of course. And kapag ayaw mong mag-prepare ng financial statements, if you're having hard time or hassle para sa'yo, so you may opt to use the 8%. But if you have someone na prepare for you or mag-aasikaso for you, so you may use the graduated income tax. So it's up to you kasi meron naman na pwedeng babayaran mo na lang yung services nila. So they will prepare for you and they will have the services or the bookkeeping services for you. Sila na yung magpa-file sa BIR. So it's still your option. But if you will ask me, so if I'm a busy person, well, so I'll just prefer the 8%. Sometimes it's too close naman kapag i-compute mo sila. Lalo na yes.
Pero depende din yun sa income mo, yung gross sales at saka gross receipts, either of the two or both of them. At saka yung mga expenses incurred during that time, di ba?
Yes, you are correct, Miss Celeste.
At saka,
depende pa din siya.
Oo, kasi yun yung yung iniisip dun sa lovely couple natin, Miss Pep, si Sir Job at saka si Miss May Ann Cruz dyan na nanonood sa atin. At saka si Miss Weng, paramdam kayo sa VRR, pagpapa 6-figure na kayo. Oo. Anyways, thank you so much, Miss Hannah, for your time and for sharing with us your knowledge and expertise on this matter. Mas nalinawang kami when it comes to fulfilling our obligations and responsibilities into the PIR. Kasi yan ang bumabagabag sa kaisipan ni Mr. Pep.
At saka yung chart pala, what was that again? Yung sabi mo meron siyang updated kasi pag nag-search yung mga tao, baka tingnan nila yung mga pa. But you actually have the updated one.
What you have to check. Of course, you have to check the title first if it is applicable for 2023. But if you will ask me kung alin yung pinaka-reliable source, of course, the BIR page. So yun yung better to check the BIR page. Yun yung pinaka-reliable source ng tax table natin. And bir.gov.ph yata. Ayan. So if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, there you have it. For those para legit yung reference niyo, go to BIR's website, which is bir.gov.ph. If not, parang hindi nyo talaga ma-delve into o ma-comprehend yung mga sinulat sa website ni BIR, might as well ask for an assistance to your friendly neighbor na bookkeeper or accountant para iwas na yung mga hassles, diba? And then, what do we have here? For Miss Hannah, Miss Pep?
Well, ayun lang, I really learned a lot today kasi I didn't know about that eh. Is that really a new update about 8%? Kasi ngayon ko lang siya talaga na ngayon lang ako na-educate, kumbaga, really. Now, we actually have options. No? May options tayo kung gusto na natin i-start na gawing lehitimo yung ating negosyo. Being freelancers. And we want to be like, yung dignified na nagbabayad ng buwis. Ganon.
Oo. Para actually, although to some extent, medyo mahapdi sa bulsa. At saka isipan natin, Miss Hannah, ang magbayad ng polls. But let's take into consideration that we are contributing naman sa community natin para may mga public services natin, di ba?
Yes, you're right, Miss Celeste. And actually, narinig ko siya from our previous speaker. So actually, significance nga daw na pag nagbabayad ka ng tax is parang nakakatulong ka sa community natin. Ayan. So that's one significance, di ba, ng mga freelancers and online professionals.
And then with that, Miss Hannah, we have here a little token of appreciation. Okay.
Wow.
Okay,
so, ready na ba? Okay, so ready na siya. Okay, so we have here a small token of appreciation. We have here, bakit ang liit? Okay. Okay. Paano mo na yung presentation, Miss Hannah, para ma-share natin sa yung screen. Thank you, Miss Hannah. Okay, there we have it, Miss Pep. Would you like to have the honor to read the certificate for Miss Hannah?
Yeah, we would like to give you this certificate of appreciation today for being our speaker about this very, very valuable information that we all need as online freelancers, we'd like to give you this appreciation, of course, from our chairperson, Ms. Jean Rivera, and our Academy Administrator, Coach Dennis Panyo. All right, thank you so much. Thank you for giving us this valuable information. Kasi we will all need this talaga.
Correct.
Yeah, sa ayaw sa gusto mo. Kaya talaga.
Okay, thank you so much. Wow, that's something I didn't expect, diba? So thank you, Miss Pep. Thank you, Miss Celeste. Of course, thank you, Miss Rosh. Miss Rosh and Sir Dance, tama ba sila yung signatories? And of course, to the person who referred me to here. So Miss 𝘾𝙤𝙢𝙥𝙾, diba? So Miss 𝘾𝙤𝙢𝙥, hello, Tita Mi. Sana masaya ka today. Ayan. So thank you so much. Thank you so
we
much.
learned so much, Sobra. We learned so much, really.
And also,
thank you, Miss Pep.
We are hoping that we could invite you sa future na endeavors natin dito sa FOPSCO Metsana.
Of course. And sure, Miss Celeste.
Okay, and by the way, for those who are interested na kuhanin yung services ni Miss Hannah, how can they reach you po?
Actually, I'm not that hard to reach. So, artista po ako. Charot lang, joke lang. So, you may follow me at Facebook. So, my name is Hannah Jean there. So, Hannah Jean or Hannah Rivera. So, of course, I have my Facebook. And of course, I have my email. So, you may email me at hannah.rivera.cpa@gmail.com.
Okay, so there you have it. hannah.rivera.cpa.gmail.com.
Yes,
okay.
Ang bilis mag-memorize ni Miss Celeste. Ayan, thank you so much.
And then, thank you so much for joining us tonight at sa lahat ng mga nanonood sa atin, wherein we are live sa YouTube at saka nakastream din tayo sa Facebook. Okay, so for those who have takeaways for tonight's episode, please do not forget to share it with sa iba so that others can also learn like you, diba? And please don't forget to like our Facebook page, facebook.com/fopsco.ph, a national-based cooperative for Filipino online professionals. Sorry, nabulol ako kasi ang init talaga ng panahon. Okay, you may also find us on Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. If you had some, gaya na sinabi ko, if you had some takeaways, may natutunan kayo, please do share this episode para yung iba, yung mga online freelancers, online professions just like you and me, could learn a lot from it. And for those who are FOPSCO members who like to work together, please join our Zoom co-working every Mondays and Fridays, 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Just go to fopsco.ph/co-working. And also, before we forget, thank you sa mga sponsors, especially yung FOPSCO Media, our partner in giving you this awesome and informative virtual program. Join us again next week for another live stream with another special guest for our FOPSCO family. Miss Pep, Miss Hannah, let's keep growing together.
Yeah.
See you soon.
I hope that here we will all grow together.
We grow